Don't tell me how to build a live space. I'm gonna be talking to myself for a little bit anyway. Jason, 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 Jason. Mm-hmm. Hope you two rock with me. Take this shit and cut it up. Alrighty. As I am talking to nobody, I feel good. Feel good in the hood. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Mm-hmm. Okay. Sorry about that. Let's have all that shit together. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Richie Fontaine. This is the Last Standing Podcast. Here, we talk about everything black, black history, black education, black excellence, black motivation, black progress, and of course, black power. Um, I've somewhat already set my precedent. Let me be clear on my wording here. I somewhat already set my precedent as far as goes to who I want to be and what I've decided, of course, I want to be to this world. I think it's important that I use something to make sure that I'm solidifying what I'm attempting to say and the point that I'm trying to get across, and that's what the Last Standing Podcast is for. So to everyone, not right now, but of course to everyone, to the thousands and the millions of people, of course, that will come by and watch the show, I appreciate you. We are in my opinion, one of the most dire times for a black American in my lifespan. I'm 34 years old. I was born in 1991. And honestly, in my opinion, I think every year for black Americans is somewhat of a tumultuous time. Not necessarily suggesting that each and every year, of course, we just have a horrible year, but I do believe, unfortunately, that the plight of the black American is somewhat complicated as we go step by step. So, with that being said, as I said, of course, as a 34-year-old black man, I've seen, I'm sure, I've seen the best, I believe, of what black America has been offered based on what our history tells us. But the best of what I've seen doesn't make it good. And I think that's my main point when it comes to my what I plan to do here, what I plan to do, of course, with my message about Namibia, and what I plan to do with my life. Ultimately, Richie Fontaine is not staying here. I preach, hey, hey, man, what's going on? David Hayes, what's happening with it? Anna Jimenez, what's happening with it? Ultimately, I cannot stay in America. Like, I'm seeing it. I can see it right here and now. I'm 34 years old. Like I said, I was born in 1991. I cannot stay in America. They are literally not only trying to kill us with the food, they're trying to kill us physically. They'll literally gun you down in the streets. And then they'll get on TV and tell everybody, hey, he did it. It was his fault. Y'all seeing it, man. And this situation that we are experiencing recently isn't recent for black Americans. This is normal for us. Appreciate that. This is a normality for us, and that's a scary situation. That to me tells us that, well, that to me, I'm sorry, the better statement is I'm questioning as to why we would want to continue to accept that. And my messaging in Africa is there's a better option. There's a better option, and we can create that. We can create the better option for us and for everyone after us. We don't have to remain here, and that's my main emphasis. So, again, thank everybody that supported me from the day I dropped that piece of content and up until now. I have like over 600,000 views now on my original video on Instagram. It's got a little more than that on TikTok. Cumulatively, I believe I'm somewhere around 1.5 million views, maybe a little more. So, of course, relative to viral videos, that's not much, but 1.5 million views, like I said, in cumulatively, I feel like is a really big deal, especially based on the fact that the video is damn near 10 minutes. So I'm really happy about that. We don't people believe that Black Americans are strong, and we can just continue to take things, continue to keep working, just keep our heads down, and yeah, that was tough on us, but no big deal. We'll just take it on the chin and go about our day. And I don't believe that to be a necessity for us any longer. I don't believe we should have to watch and accept such inhumane treatment. Time watches, so who cares? Blah. I don't believe we have to accept such inhumane treatment, and especially deal with a fucking smile. And what I've created in my notes, and what I've figured out in my notes about Namibia, is we can create the complete opposite. We have the ability to create the complete opposite. First things first, I am not going to accept this Epstein thing. I am not going to accept the Epstein files being released and then these people literally not being hung on TV. This shit cannot be acceptable. This can't be something that we just bypass. Like, all right, man, they dropped all the files. Everybody know. Let's move on. Fuck no. There cannot be any moving on from this. If these people are not at least prosecuted and jailed at the very least, if these people are at least prosecuted and jailed at the very least, we have to do something. We have to, as a nation, flip this bitch upside down as a nation. The Epstein files being released only confirmed all the shit that I know. I've deeply, of course, involved in conspiracy theories, and now it just goes to show that none of this shit is a conspiracy. We just didn't have the proof. Now that we have the proof, this is only confirmation as to why we cannot remain around these people. All this shit is coming in full circle for us. All this shit is coming in full circle for us. In those files, they were speaking about how everybody else is going, GOYIM, going, whatever the hell they think it is. Appreciate that. Everybody is going, except of course the Jewish people, and they spoke about it in these files. They spoke about how they get to balance, they get to control our lives, they get to control our money, of course, as you know, they get to control what we see, what we know, and so on and so forth. And they talked about it in these emails as if it's a fucking game, like as if our lives being manipulated with and people getting away with things is some type of fucking joke. That to me says we have to figure out how to take control back of the plight of the Black American. We have to figure out how to take control back of our future. We have to be able to tell our own stories properly. We have to be able to fund ourselves properly. We have to be able to feed ourselves properly. This shit is dangerous. I just figured out what the fuck they put in Oreos. How is that legal? How are you legally selling these things and then you get to market it to kids? The Oreo, nah, I don't even care for it. The food here is too dangerous to continue for us to stay around. The police, as we know, too dangerous. The politics shit, clearly too dangerous. I tell niggas all the time, I don't do politics, bro. That shit ain't got nothing to do with me. Yes, it fucking does. You don't have to do politics. Politics is gonna do you. It's doing us right fucking now. They are signing shit that is fucking our games up. They are signing shit that is fucking our lives up. Politics be doing us. We don't be trying to do shit back. I'm telling niggas, we gotta shake the goddamn spot. We have to lock in. And it's I don't know how y'all see it. Of course, I don't know how everybody's algorithm is built, but I'm seeing a lot of white people, which is the best thing, because that's the people who are going to need to lead the march on Washington. Like, we need to have just a big ass wall of white defenders ready to just go for it, ready to die for the hood, for the cause, ready to die for America. We need to have a big ass wall, a white wall. Rush the Capitol. They not gonna kill him. Clearly, they did it before. They not gonna shoot him. Just have him rush the Capitol. We are literally gonna have to start pulling politicians out. We're gonna hang the pedophiles. We're gonna hang the pedophiles. Just like they did last time. We're gonna hang the pedophiles, but this time we're gonna actually put them on trial. We're gonna hold court in the street. We're gonna hold court in the street. We're gonna hold court in the street. And if you get convicted guilty, you're getting fucking hung. My nigga, they are trying to make us accept pedophilia. This can't be like hey, they are trying to slide pedophilia by people, and not just Uncle Terry, Uncle Jack touched somebody when once or twice, give or take. No, gang, they're trying to slide by a worldwide ring of pedophilia, not to mention murder and motherfucking cannibalism. If it was 3 young niggas on the camera in the hood, any hood, pick any hood in the fucking America, if there's 3 young niggas on camera, and they know and one time knew that it's like a gang of 10. So let's say it's 10 niggas in the gang, and they seen 3 young niggas on camera, and they know at least one person died, and they know at least one person sold drugs. They would have started a RICO case on them niggas. They would have swept the whole gang off the street, got them all swept up, put them in the system, put a RICO case on these niggas. They have the file. The FBI has had these files. The FBI has had this shit. The FBI went through blacking shit out. Do y'all, like, my nigga, this shit is crazy. The FBI went through the files, blacking shit out, so they were reading the names. Like, they were, all right, Big John had sex with a kid. It was crazy. Say less. They went and literally blacked out Big John. We cannot allow this shit as Americans. As Americans, if we allow these people to get away with this shit, this country is fucking lost for good. As Americans, if these people can run a worldwide pedophile ring, a worldwide pedophilic ring, they can murder and eat children and think, all right, we just gonna get voted out on the next. My nigga, we're lost. Fuck if we're gonna go to Africa or not. Don't worry about none of that. We're gonna do that anyway. It ain't got nothing to do with that. These people have to be hung. It's no fucking way the president of the United States is a pedophile and a murderer, and he gets to die in his sleep. Hell no. No, you're not gonna die an old man. I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of the most evil fucking people on the planet ever. King Leopold killed like 20 million Africans, 20 plus million Africans. It's insane. Killed so many Congolese people, and he got to die of old age. He looted Africa for years, stealing billions, if not trillions of dollars worth of resources. And he got to die in his fucking bed with his family surrounding him. George Bush, Bibi Netanyahu, and the entire Israeli Mossad agency set up 9/11. They not only killed all of the people, of course, that was down in New York. The people that were on the planes, I don't think they killed those people on the planes. I think they jet to holiday the people on the planes. That's what I think they did. I think they jet to holiday the people on the planes. That's what happened to the 9/11 people. They they set up 9/11. All the people that died there down, of course, in New York that day, and then the war. Please understand, every single person that died from the war on terrorism, and they killed way more civilians than actual insurgents, because there was no fucking insurgents. There wasn't anyone to kill. So they had to kill civilians. They killed like 3-4 million people. And please, man, hold on, let me paraphrase. They killed like 3 million people. And they made that up. Bibi Netanyahu, the Jewish man, he's not fucking Jews. They're not fucking Jews. They're not fucking Jews. They're Eastern Europeans, if at best. Hitler was so bad. Bibi Netanyahu is way worse than Hitler. He got Hitler beat by a motherfucking mile by now. Even if all the shit they said about Hitler was true, which it ain't. But even if all that evil shit they said Hitler was doing was true, Bibi got him beat. There's no way this motherfucker gets to die peacefully. Like, no. You need to die a gruesome death. I'm sorry. And this shit has to get shook up. We have to, man. We have to, as a nation. We cannot allow this kind of shit. This cannot be the. I used to think pedophiles was the lowest thing you can be. You get like, it's like a drug dealer, like a crackhead. Then you get like a murderer, and then you get a pedophile. You under all of the skeeviest fucking career choices. You at the bottom of it. It's important we organize, and I'm really trying to. I'm not sure if anybody here can help me, but if anybody can get me in contact with someone in the Namibian government, I would thoroughly appreciate you. It's extremely important we organize, because we have to either get out of the way or get in the way. And me personally, Richie Fontaine don't mind being no martyr. I just don't want to die for Nathan. I don't want to die for Nathan. If we're going to go out there and do something, absolutely, I'm ready to put this shit on the line, but I don't want to do it for nothing. That's why I don't go by myself. Niggas just go, they shot Richie Fontaine. All right, back to work. We can't do it like that. Nah, if they shoot Richie Fontaine, we need to do something. We have to fucking do something, man. These white people are so fucking weird. White people are so weird. They don't mind pedophilia. Like, it's so many of them. That's like, you know what? No big deal. Like, my nigga. Ask yourself, if your kid's teacher was seen partying with a pedophile, know for a fact he emailed a pedophile hundreds of times, know for a fact he sent the pedophile money thousands of times, different times, sent them a shitload of money, know for a fact he used to hang around and get girls with this pedophile, and all of these things, would you ask yourself, man, I still need more proof? These things would not happen. The pastor, you wouldn't need more proof. The gym teacher wouldn't need more proof. You wouldn't need more proof from no one. Yet these people act like they know this man. I know he would not do that. What the fuck? Y'all don't know this man. He's a predator. And it's mind-boggling that we can get up every day and he's not in cuffs. In those files, he is accused of not only pedophilia, he's being accused of murder. The United States president, the United States, what am I saying? The president of the United States, the president of the United States is being accused of murder in those files, gang. And he gets the opportunity to be on TV every day saying, man, that ain't shit. Psst. Come on, man. Like, move on, man. We getting money. We getting money. Move on. The Attorney General of the United States, Pam Bondi, is the Attorney General of the United States. She runs the DOJ, the Department of Justice. She had a congressional hearing yesterday. I believe, yeah, yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. She had a congressional hearing yesterday, and they said it was over 4 hours, and I don't think the bitch answered a single question. She perjured herself several times over, aka lied on record. But I don't think she answered a single question. And literally, at one point, was like, y'all niggas, not, she didn't say, of course, verbatim, she didn't say what I'm saying, but I'm paraphrasing. Basically, y'all niggas worry about pedophilia and the Epstein files and shit. Nigga, the Dow is up. The stock market is up. People 401ks is hitting. Like, what the fuck a 401k got to do with anything? Niggas don't, niggas. Most Americans, most Americans, you put 100 Americans in a room. The 100 Americans in a room, 80, 84, 86 of them don't have stocks. Yeah, it's like that. It's like that. 100 Americans in the room, 84, 86 of them don't own shit in the stock market. What the fuck do I care about that for, Pam Bondi, when the stock market is being ran by fucking pedophiles? Keep in mind, Pam Bondi gave Jeffrey Epstein a sweetheart deal the first time he got caught down in Florida in 2008, 2009. I was graduating high school in 2009. I ain't know nothing about none of this. Pam Bondi was down in Florida giving a fucking pedophile, pedophile panda, whatever the fuck I'm trying to say, a sweetheart deal. So this ain't nothing new to her. This is true to her. And again, they're acting as if this shit should be normal. This should be acceptable. Hell no. The Namibian president, oh shit, I have to read it. I have to read it in order to pronounce her name. I want to be, of course, I'm gonna get better at that, but I need to read it in order to pronounce her name. Okay, there it is. Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah. Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah. Okay? Her Excellency, Madam President, is not retarded like the U.S. president, is not a fucking criminal and a crook like the U.S. president, is not a rapist like the U.S. president, isn't a fucking reality TV star like the U.S. president, hasn't robbed damn near, no, I'm sorry, not damn near, hasn't robbed thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people and been sued for over, I think, like 4,000 times or some shit like that, like the U.S. president, isn't being accused of pedophilia, child trafficking, and fucking murder like the U.S. president. This is what I'm going to use this show for. I'm going to use the Last Standing podcast to help me. Let me say that. Sometimes, my apologies, sometimes I'll be having trouble saying what it is I'm trying to do because it sounds so crazy to me at times as it hits my ears, but I'm going to be comfortable with saying that. I'm going to use the Last Standing podcast to help me amid the largest mass migration in human history by migrating 40 plus black Americans out of America to Namibia. Yeah, yeah. And the last standing podcast will be very instrumental in me doing that. President Netumbo Nandi Ndaitwah is. Oh shit! I thought that was her birthday. I was like, damn, her birthday is my birthday. Let me see. Let me see her birthday. She out there getting that Mayanico. I can't. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, she was born in 1952. Damn. So her country, Namibia didn't receive its, what do I say, freedom from Germany until 1990. Yeah, 1990, March of 1990 to be exact. Um, President Ndaitwah was born in 1952. So she's seen 40? Damn. She's seen 40 years of her country under German rule. And I believe she might have been, no, I don't think so. I don't think she was born during any of the, what do you want to call it, any of the actual genocides that the Germans sieged upon this land, because of course the Germans genocided Namibia as well, because that's what the Germans like to do. The Germans like to genocide people. They stopped that now, thank God. Thank God the Germans no longer genocide, but that's what they were doing down there. And I believe she's the first female president in Namibian history. She's the fifth president in Namibian history. Again, they got their sovereignty in March 21st, 1990. The first president took office, Sam Nujoma. He took office in March 21st, 1990. He's just passed away actually last year. He was the first president. Like I stated, President Netumbo Nandi Ndaitwah is Namibia's fifth president, born 1952, took office last year in March. Oh, that's pretty cool. They always elect their new president on March 25th. Oh, 21st, I'm sorry, March 21st. That's when they take office, because that's when the country, of course, got their freedom. I believe President Nandi Ndaitwah is already one of the most famous, of course, I'm not necessarily famous, I'm sorry, one of the most important women in African history, be it the first Namibian president, being a female, but being, I believe she's only like the second female president in any of the nations in Africa. So she's already very important to the landscape of Africa as a whole, and of course, Namibia specifically. But I believe that President Nandi Ndaitwah could become, in my opinion, the most important African in human history. Period. And yeah, I think that's a very tall order when you think about the names of famous historical Africans. Um, but what I believe she has the capability to do with her nation, based on, of course, my plan, what Namibia could become, allows only Africa to become so much more. And I believe that Africa is rising, for those, of course, who are paying attention to that. Africa is doing a lot. Um, of course, Ibrahim Traoré in Burkina Faso, the Congo is fighting back. France is being kicked out of countries. it's actually really beautiful to see that a lot of these African nations are not only, of course, being decolonized, but they are wising up to the West and taking back, of course, what is theirs. There's been literally trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars looted from the continent of Africa. So knowing that all of these other countries needed Africa to survive, and without it, where would they be? Is something that hopefully we'll get to see. I pray that actually. I pray hopefully we get to see what these countries look like if they can't steal from Africa. So, but yeah, as I was stating, I have to get in contact with President Nandi Nadeau. Holla at your boy if anybody got her number, email, hit me. Um, and once I just need one meeting, man. I just need one meeting, dog. I need one meeting, dog, and I can make her fully understand why not only this is would be a huge benefit, of course, a huge benefit to Black Americans. We get the opportunity for self dependency, and we don't have to be looked at by. I ain't gonna even get into the cruelties of the white man. That's for another episode. But we get self determination. So clearly, it would be a huge thing, of course, for Black Americans. For Namibians, unfortunately, as I stated, of course, Germany found Namibia. So Namibia only holds about 2.5, maybe 3 million people at max, maybe. And 3 million is being generous. The Namibia is twice the size of California. California currently holds about 38 million people, give or take. And they say it's undocumented, so it might be more. What I'm saying is that we could hold. What I'm saying is that Namibia at full scale could hold 100 million people comfortably. That's what I'm saying. Because there's other nations that are smaller than Namibia that hold way more than 100 million people, which is insane. Pakistan, for instance. And granted, and not to disrespect Pakistan, I'm sure there's beautiful parts of Pakistan. I wouldn't want Namibia by any chance to, of course, to look like what they show us of Pakistan, but it does goes to show that building your nation for the people versus building a nation that people are supposed to accrue to are two different things. I think we as Black Americans and Namibians combined, we could build not only a beautiful nation and not only net zero green nation, not only all of these beautiful attractions and beautiful, bold, bright cities, not only all of these things, but I think we could build a culturally cohesive nation. I'm sorry, culturally cohesive country that promotes healthy living, that promotes reconnection to the earth, and synchronizing your body with Mother Nature. I think we could revolutionize living standards. I think we would have the option for so much. And that's why I gotta get in contact with the lady. I gotta talk to the lady, dog. I'm telling y'all, man. I've seen it, man. And I be feeling crazy as fuck, and I just hope that I get the opportunity, because if I can do this shit, man, not only do we change the world, but we get to offer something to the next generation of Black babies and Namibian babies. And that's the thing, man. Like, this move would break so much of the norm for what people believe is supposed to happen to certain demographics. People believe that Black Americans are supposed to experience this strife and go through trials and tribulations in order to, succumb to at least a good life, a moderate life. But if you're going to live an exorbitant life, then you better have either some skill, or you better know how to fucking steal it from someone. Hyperbole speaking, but I don't I don't obviously I don't want us to have that experience, but it's not just the, oh, I want to change us, we should be able to get a job easily, not etc. I want us to be able to change our mindsets as far as goes what we're supposed to be to the world. I think success is being framed for us, and at absolute best, when someone experiences success, they're like, okay, I don't have to necessarily have it like this, but if this is success, anything under this seems like a failure, right? And I believe we can change that. I believe mentally this is a failure. I believe thinking that my success and your success should be the same thing, and if you don't hit what I hit, then you didn't do it right, or vice versa. Everybody doesn't, of course, obviously, everybody doesn't have to be LeBron James to be a good basketball player. Just because I didn't become fucking King James don't mean I didn't have an amazing career. And that's, of course, what I mean by that matter. So in the sense of us migrating, we can detach from the American mindset of, and I walk with me because I'm trying to get to a point. We can attach from the American mindset that success is hoarding fucking money because we need to let this money shit go. Black capitalism will only harm Black America. I'm not even willing to beat around the bush with it. I'm not even willing to, oh, there's, some good parts of it. I don't believe in that shit. No. Black capitalism will only harm Black America. I used to last year I did so much fucking mental and work on myself. I was broke as fuck, so that didn't help. But nonetheless, I was able to do so much reflection, inner thought, self work, etc. And I recalibrated so many things and rethought so many things on what I used to believe. And what I used to believe, I'll be to be transparent. To me, success used to be if I owned a private jet, then everything else. Of course, that means I made it. Not necessarily made enough, but yeah, I did. I made enough. I'm successful enough to own a private jet, which means that everything else, of course, should be good. I should have a house. I should have a car. I should have, etc. But if I owned a private jet, then I absolutely made it. That's what I thought that for shit 8 years, damn near a decade. And I thought that because, of course, who the fuck would wanna own a private jet? But I thought that because I seen Floyd Mayweather, and I'm like, man, now nigga, that's success. I want that. I want to fly in my own fucking jet like Floyd Mayweather. Blah blah blah. But then I realized what Floyd Mayweather is. Realizing that Floyd Mayweather is willing to stand on stage fully decked out in what is it, the yarmulke thing, the shit that they wear, fully decked out, blue and white Israeli colors, and confess his loyalty to Israel. That nigga did that shit a couple months ago. Floyd Mayweather, like you and I, know that Israel is currently still, my nigga, they're still killing these people. Israel is currently committing a genocide on live fucking stream in front of the billions of people on this planet, on the Palestinian people. And Floyd Mayweather can get on stage and say he stands with Israel. So I had to ask myself, and not to say that the only way, of course, you can get a private jet is to stand with Israel. Hopefully not. But I had to ask myself if at any point, if Israel was like, hey, my nigga, we got that jet. We got that for you, Richie. Huh? You can fly to friendly skies as long as you stand with us. That's not something I think fuck thinking. That's not something that I even want to be approached with. That's not something that I want to have to say, no, oh God, please don't offer me a lot of money while I'm shit broke for some immoral shit. Please don't, because I'm going to be so sick when I say no. I'm going to throw up. I'm going to throw up saying no. Israel is coming to offer me $1 million to say I stand with them. I'm going to fucking pass out telling them no. Come on, man. Black self-determination is more important than anything moving forward. These people believe we are at their whim. These people believe they control us. These people believe they are better than us. Which is fucking flabbergasting. But nonetheless, all of these things are too important to bypass. All of these things are too important to treat like any other day. All of these things are too important to accept into our... All of these things are too important to accept into the acceptance of our fucking lives. I am not willing to just fold that shit into the things that I know and move on with my days. I am not willing to just pack that into my random facts toolbox and carry on. We need revolution. Americans have to march on DC. They've got us so divided with this left and right shit. Oh my God, these people are so fucking dumb. They have us so divided with this left and right shit. The Dems, it's the Republicans, it's the Democrats, it's the Republicans. My nigga. Israel is paying them both. How can Israel get so much money passed through Congress so fast? How? When it's ours. We are not telling them to send them money. In fact, we are telling them not to send them money. That shit is in the files. The Israelis paid for dissension amongst Americans. They're spinning this shit. They own are owned for that matter, but nonetheless, the fucking studios, the movies, the racist ass films. Come on, man. The left and the right, the left and the right, the Democrat Republican shit is such a good ploy because the American white man was already looking for a reason to be divided. He already was like, hey, any reason I could not fuck with them, give me one. They created politics they had the whole party flip shit, whatever be the case, but they created politics. And that's what sidebar fast. That's what bothers me when black people be like, "Oh, y'all only voted for Obama because he black. Y'all love Obama because he black." As if identity politics aren't literally what politics are. Nigga, when they made the whole system, it was just for white men. I was like, all right, the only people we're gonna identify for these rules are white men. Nigga, that's identity politics. Excuse me, that's identity politics. So this, oh y'all only voting for them because they black. Y'all just voting for black people. You dumb fuck. That's all the white man does. In fact, they will not vote for someone because that person is not white. It shit bothers me when someone always wants other groups of people to do better, but not hold the white man accountable. And they be Nick, oh y'all mad at Trump, but what about when Obama did this? Shut your dumb ass up, nigga. Shut the fuck up. Y'all be so mad at Trump, but when Obama was making the drones, he was drone striking. Y'all ain't say nothing. I didn't even have the fucking internet. Like they didn't even have this app. I don't like they literally didn't even have this app for me to say some shit on. I was 19. My bad. Like, what are you talking about? And what about Asher? What about Obama? Shut the fuck up. Identity politics. Identity politics is not a fucking thing. That's just what politics are. Trying to add an adjective in front of it is trying to trick everybody and ruse everybody and to make everyone else think that y'all are not voting for someone simply because they're white, when literally that's exactly what the fuck that was created to do. Culmination of this, as I stated, if we don't march on DC and rip these people out of office, if we don't march on DC and hang these people for treason and pedophilia and murder and trafficking, if we don't march on DC and show the entire political system, left, right, Dem, Republican, Libertarian, whatever the fuck these people call themselves, if we do not take matters into our own hands as American citizens, then we do not have a country. If people think they can harm the most innocent thing there is outside of a fucking puppy or a kitten and then run for office, if people think they can be pedophiles and then run for public fucking office, I cannot be in that kind of country. I refuse to live in that kind of country. I refuse to accept that kind of country. These people don't care enough. I, Richie Fontaine, care enough. I, Richie Fontaine, am willing and waiting, in fact. Willing and fucking waiting to be able to go down to the Capitol and start ripping people out of fucking office. And it would, like, this shit is insane. It's so insane because I hate Trump. Fuck it. I hate Donald Trump. Absolutely hate him. Abhor him. If he was like, all right, my niggas, look, here's what I'm gonna do. I know I'm fat and I'm a pedophile. I know I'm racist, but I'm gonna lower rent nationwide. I'm about to put out a nationwide mandate that says all rent prices of specific bedrooms, they gotta go down to this price. Blah blah blah. They'll write the ramifications and they'll write the shit in the bill, the details in the bill. If he said, all right, I got rent, I'm gonna go ahead and knock off the grocery the number as well. I'm gonna go ahead and lower food prices. And let me see, food. So when I say rent, groceries, and gas, and gas is floating. What's important? Insurance. Insurance. Really, insurance is such a fucking scam. If the president, Donald Trump, the pedophile, said, hey, I'm going to go ahead and put out a nationwide mandate to get rent lowered. I'm going to go ahead and put out a nationwide mandate to get the groceries actually lowered. And I'm going to go ahead and put out a nationwide mandate to all insurance companies, from whether it be from dental insurance to home insurance, that you have to work inside of these guidelines and all of these prices drop. I don't give a fuck if he ever leaves the White House. That's how real this shit is. And that's how fucked up this country is. That cuz can do three things. And I'll be like, all right, yeah. He did, like, yeah, he might have killed and raped some kids. He might have trafficked some kids. He might be racist. But groceries. He might have raped some kids. But he told every landlord in America they had to lower their rent. Yeah, he might have killed a kid. He might have put a baby in a fucking lake in Michigan while it was freezing. But we don't have to pay car insurance no more to be covered. So, like, you feel me? This is the craziest shit in my lifetime. And if we do not take a stand, then the nation has fucking fallen. What's the show with the movie White House? No, not White House Down. That shit was goofy. Olympus has fallen with King Leonidas. Yeah. Olympus has fallen with King Leonidas. Huh? I'm the opposite though. I'm about to bring into the White House. Yeah, it ain't gonna be no King Leonidas this time. We're gonna shoot the fuck out of the Secret Service. If you secretly protecting pedophiles, there ain't gonna be no secret. You're gonna die a very public death. We have to shoot anyone who's willing to stand up for pedophiles as well. Because what the fuck is wrong with you? All of them ICE pedophiles, they keep catching these ICE cats doing shit with kids. All them ICE pedophiles, hang them. Noose these boys. Noose these boys. Let's get loose with these. Like, come on, man. I thought that was the lowest of the fucking low. What do you know? So as I said, man, Black American self-determination. If I could get, Black American self-determination with with us chasing, of course, a new future in Namibia. If I can get, I'm gonna need to start this off with 100,000 people. And I'm gonna need 100,000 Black Americans to come with me to Namibia, and with the combination of the Namibians that, of course, we're going to work with, we're going to map out the nation. We're gonna do the rural system. We're gonna do plumbing. We're gonna do the water delineation plants. We're gonna do everything. We're gonna map out where we're not gonna fuck with as far as goes wildlife preservation and so on and so forth. We're gonna do everything. It's gonna take 6 months, a year, give us whatever be the case. We're gonna map the whole nation, and then by that time, we'll be able to digitize everything. We'll be able to show Black Americans. We'll be able to show Namibians. We'll be able to show the world what Namibia will look like. And inside of 10 years, we're going to mass migrate 40 plus million niggas over. And inside of that 10 years, whilst mass migrating these niggas over, we're going to build the most beautiful country Africa has ever fucking seen. I just need to get the president on the phone. I just need to get Her Excellency on the phone. Send you home. Once I get President Nam, Netumbo Nandi Nanditwa on the line, it's gonna be hammer time. Oh, come on, man. I'm not, man, nigga. Richie Fontaine, the mass migrator. Huh? Richie Fontaine, the mass migrator. Don't act like you don't fucking know it. Actually, let me check my joint. I'm hoping somebody email me back for a little while. Ain't nobody email me back yet, but it's gonna be some email me backs. I'm gonna get that. And my girl asked me, basically, what if Namibia was like, no? What if Namibia was like, hey man, cool idea, gang, but we can't do that. We can't have all them niggas in Namibia. The hell is that? Okay, my apologies. I was trying to read something. Yeah. What if they're like, nah, we can't. It's a cool idea, man. It might sound like it's a great play, but we can't have all them niggas in Namibia, man. Too many niggas in Namibia. We can't do all that. It's gonna be a no. That's gonna suck. I ain't gonna front. That would suck. Based on all the work I've done, Namibia is the perfect place for this. Namibia is the perfect place for this. However, Namibia is not the only place for this. I have a motherfucking plan. The organization as it stands is called NAC, Namibian American Commission. I can change that shit to MAC, Madagascar American Commission, and we could live on the African fucking island. Huh? Yeah, I did. I'm trying to tell y'all, my niggas, I did the work. I did the work. I didn't just pick a country. It was like, you know what? Fuck it, let's do this one. No. I went through a complicated equation. I'm going the wrong way. I went through a complicated equation to get to this answer. That's what happened. I put in shit, and as I was going through asking questions and Googling and reading this and so on and so forth, it spit out Namibia. And that's why I need the president to pick up the phone, baby. I know you're in your country, baby. It's lit. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. I got it, man. I got it. I believe in this shit, dog. I believe in this shit, and I have to. I gotta be crazy, because it sound crazy. So I know I gotta be crazy, and I'm crazy about it. I'm crazy behind it. I believe in this shit, man. I need a little bit of help, girl. I need a little bit of help. That's all I'm trying to tell you. There's so many of us that once I get the money on, once I get that bag behind me, and I can say, hey, I got a job over here. Here's that bag of loaning for you. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. Here's that. Now, trust and believe. Once I can offer that money on, it's up. It's up. It's going. I'm not gonna be able to hire people fast enough. It's gonna be people on the waiting list trying to get jobs to help build Namibia. I'm trying to tell you. You hear me now? It's three of us here. Hear me now. Hear me right now. It's four of us here. I'm sorry. If you can hear me, my three real niggas, once I get this bag on me for this mission, for this mass migration, they're going to be on a waiting list trying to get a job to help me build Namibia. To help me and President Nandi Nanditwa build the greatest African country this world has ever seen. They're going to be on a motherfucking wait list. Akon ain't got shit on Richie Fontaine. And that nigga need to DM me back. Also, if anybody got any contact information on Akon, let me get that as well. Okay? I want to meet Ibrahim Toure, man. I want to go to Burkina Faso. I want to meet Ibrahim Toure. I want to travel to 52, maybe, let me say, maybe 50. of the African countries. I don't really want to visit any of the ones who don't like black people. Like the up north, the northern African countries, all that fucking racism. Like, oh my god, dog, y'all let these fucking Europeans really just ruin y'all nation. And I understand that that's what proximity to Europeans do. It ruins shit. But I believe with the strong influx of cultural representation that black Americans just exude, that I think our cultural wave will impact Africa so much that in 20, 25 years from now, Northern Africa will be black as it should be. I'm telling y'all, my niggas, I see this shit, man. I've created NAC Vanguard, the NAC Vanguard division, which is in India. The Namibian Defense Forces is their army. The India Vanguard division, which is a specialized group of soldiers trained, you feel me? Trained and what's it called? And backed, paid for, whatever be the case, trained and backed by the NDF to help free every fucking slave in Africa. These people still believe they can practice slavery in 2026. These people think they can still practice slavery in the modern fucking age. Not once Namibia is strong. Not once Namibia is strong. We will send fucking troops to erase. If no one will free Africa, black Americans will. With the help, of course, with the help of Namibians. If no one will free Africa, Namibians will. We will. I believe this shit, man. I believe this shit, dog. And I can't tell myself otherwise. I can't talk myself out of it no more. I'm not going to try anymore. I'm not going to make myself believe, all right, man, and that's too big of a dream. Let's just focus on America and let's just focus on getting money. Nah, fuck all of that. Fuck all of that. Fuck all of that. The white man didn't get up and say, hey, man, I might not be able to enslave the entire fucking world. Jeffrey Epstein was a Mossad agent. He didn't say, man, I might not be able to pull all this shit off. I might not be able to fuck kids and eat them and traffic them around the fucking world and bribe the whole fucking U.S. government. That's not what he said. He just did that shit. I'm gonna do this shit. I'm gonna do this shit. I'm gonna do this shit with y'all help. Ha, I got 4 niggas here now. I'm gonna do this shit with your help as well, OG. Just in case my 4 real niggas can hear me. This is Richie Fontaine. This is the Last Standing Podcast. I appreciate y'all. See y'all next Thursday. Oh, wait. But before I go, shout out to my fans. I said there's a sec. I have 2 top fans here, and I really appreciate that, man. And like I said, this is my first episode. Stand show for the last. We're gonna have all this shit pushed out. I'm gonna get a sparkler show like Eric or Kurt. I'm gonna have fireworks shooting out the motherfucking ground next time it come up. I'm gonna have motherfucking sparklers. I'm gonna have a bottle of champagne right here. I might have a big booty stripper just hanging down from the ceiling, just ass, just all in my face while I'm talking, just right here. That's the Last Standing Podcast, man. Ain't nowhere else to stand. It's Richie Fontaine.